Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been literally so long, but I am back. Okay, let me not say I'm back, but I am back to try. Today I'm going to be transforming my nails using Polygel. I've actually been meaning to try this for such a long time, but I really just hate long nails. It really disrupts my daily activities. But I just felt in the mood to do super long polygel nails, and I've never had polygel nails before. I just always see videos on Instagram and YouTube, so I decided to try it out myself. Before I ramble over this clip, I'm just wiping off the clear nail polish that I had with some acetone. Taking a nail file and just filing down my nails so they are shaped better. And I don't know why you actually have to file nails, I just tend to do that whenever I'm doing my nails. Either way, my nails are pretty short anyways, but the least I could do is give them a nice shape so that when they grow out, they at least grow out evenly. Okay, so now that my nails are filed, I'm taking this metal, I guess it's a cuticle pusher, I'm not actually sure what it's called, but I'm taking this metal nail tool and I'm pushing back my cuticles. I'm trying not to push them too far back, but just enough so that when the nail grows out, it will take a bit longer for it to kind of separate from the cuticle. Cuticles are pushed back, and now I'm going to buff my nails using the electric nail drill. I've recently been finding buffing my nails with the electric nail drill just quicker and more effective than the handheld nail buffers, but you know, let me know what you think, guys. I think buffing with the electric nail file looks rougher than it actually is. It's actually pretty gentle and I don't feel like it destroyed my nails or anything. So yeah, I prefer the nail drill now for buffing my nails. And if you notice, as I'm buffing close to the cuticle, I'm trying to buff away the dead skin as well, just so that it looks a bit neater. And I know sometimes people like to cut the dead skin away, but honestly, I'm too scared to do that. I would prefer to just kind of buff away and push back the cuticles, and that's more than enough for me. Okay, bear with me guys, the nail prep is honestly what takes the longest, but moving on to the actual gel polish and the polygel. Today I'm going to be using the Macart gel extension polish. I'll link it below if I can find it. And I'm also using these long square or extra long square, I need to confirm which one it is, but they're pretty long square nail molds. To begin the actual nail application process, I am starting off as always with a gel polish base coat, and I will cure that for 60 seconds. Next, I'm going to be measuring out the nail sizes using the nail molds. This is just the same as press-on nails, except try and maybe size up a little bit. You don't want it too tight. I'm using the slip solution that came with the Modelone. I honestly forget how to say that name, but basically the slip solution that came with a polygel kit. As you can see, I already did my thumb just to test it out and make sure that I was actually going to do it properly, but I'm going to show you how I did the rest of this hand. You only need the tiniest amount of that same slip solution because it works wonders and helps the polygel to move around seamlessly. and I'm basically just patting down the polygel into the mold using those lines as a guide. I tried my best to go all the way to the end, well, the last line at the top, but not fully to the end of the nail because then that would look a bit awkward, but just the last line that you can see at the end. I pushed the polygel all the way up to there and try not to make it too thin but also thick enough to be a strong nail. These molds did come with those clips that you tend to see people use, but when I actually placed the nail onto my actual nail, it didn't even need the clips to put on, and I feel like if I used the clips it would just make everything kind of mushy and awkward. So I just lightly placed the nail onto my natural nail and it stayed on pretty fine. I think if you also don't use too much slip solution, it should hang onto your nail long enough for you to adjust and wipe away the excess and then cure it on time. And one other tip I will give is don't forget to turn your nail over so that you can pat down the polygel on the other side so that it's not too thick and awkward on your nail. And also don't be afraid to wipe off the excess as you go onto a tissue. Clean up your edges and you should be good to go under the UV lamp for 60 seconds. When your nail is inside the lamp, also turn it over just so the underside can cure properly as well. But once it's done, it should be pretty hard, like almost as hard as acrylics, and you should be able to file off the edges and make them smooth and neater, which is what I'm doing here. And if you missed the clip of me removing the mold, don't worry, I will repeat it many more times with the other fingers, but basically you just need to kind of peel off the nail gently and it should pop right off. Moving on to the middle finger, it's exactly the same process. I sized the mold on my natural nail and made sure to at least size up so it's not too tight, and applied in general a pea-sized amount of the gel polish, but because it's my middle finger, which is slightly larger than my other fingers, I added a bit more gel. Using the slip solution in the little cap, remember guys, you only need the tiniest amount of this slip solution. I just poured a tiny little amount into the cap of the bottle and that was more than enough to last me the whole of my nail sets. And using a patting motion, I'm gently guiding the polygel all the way to the tip of the nail to that last line on the mold. Once I was happy with how that laid down, I placed it on my natural nail and started working on the underside and pushed that all the way to the tip of the mold so that they were super long. And remember, if your mold keeps shifting, don't be afraid to readjust it, but try not to press too much so that it slips away from the sides, just enough to place it on there while you work around, and you'll be ready to cure and settle all that in. Okay, 60 seconds later, we have a full-on nail ready to go. Well, not ready to go, but you know, like a full-on nail just there all of a sudden. I really love Polygel just because of this and how quick and easy it was. As you can see, I'm filing as I go. There's no particular reason, I just prefer to file as I go so that I could see that the nails were looking neat. And basically guys, I repeated the exact same process with the rest of my nails. It was honestly so quick and easy. I think the whole application for one hand took me about 20 minutes or less. Okay, so the ring finger is done, guys. Just wait for me to pop off this mold and see what's happened. So, you know, I did my thing as normal. I filed the nails, but then I realized the ring finger is slightly longer than the others, even though I did it to the same length on the molds, the last line. So I don't know what went on there, but I did plan to trim it at the end. I don't know if I included the footage or not, but I did cut down the nail slightly just so that the length was more equal to the other nails. Anyways, moving on to the pinky, I did the exact same thing. I was wondering if I should just speed up this footage or just not include it at all. Let me know if you prefer when I include the footage of every single finger, even if it's the same exact process. Now, I feel like you guys would get bored seeing the same thing, but then again, there's also some people like me who do like to just randomly watch people do nails. So I've still included the footage. I've kind of sped it up, but yes, this is me doing the pinky and the final nail on this hand. Finalizing the pinky and curing that for 60 seconds and turning it over so it cures on the underside. And then once that was done, I quickly wiped it, popped off the mold, and filed some shape back into the nail. So this is what the nails are looking like so far. As you can see, there is that one awkward long ring fingernail, and luckily enough, I did include the footage of me clipping the nail. I just clipped it down and then filed it straight. And here we have some perfectly shaped, long, super long square nails. Or actually, let me know what shape you think this is, guys. I mean, it was advertised as long square nails, but they do look a bit more coffin shaped to me, just going off of the press-on nails that I usually do. So after I finalized these shapes, I then took my nail drill again and just buffed away at the cuticles to make them nice and smooth. I find that this is really helpful, especially for polygel nails on your natural nails, because when you press down the molds, it does squish some of the polygel outside the mold itself, so you end up with extra polygel on the cuticles, which doesn't look the best. So if you want it to look more natural, then it's worth taking your time with the buffing on the edges, just so that it looks crisp and clean. So once I finished with the nail drill on my cuticles, I just dusted off the excess powder and then I wiped with rubbing alcohol. I find this part so satisfying. The nails just look so clean and new and fresh and mwah, beautiful. I could just add a matte or shine top coat and leave them like this, but I won't lie, I found them a bit boring, so I thought I would add some gold flakes just to two of the nails. Okay, on to my design. Well, I don't know if you can call it a design, but it's basically just gold flakes, but it adds a lot of character to the nails. If you've watched my previous videos, you know I always apply my gold flakes with nail foil glue. So I apply a thin layer on, let it dry until it's completely opaque or just completely disappears, and then I will start sticking on the gold flakes with my tweezers. gold flakes are on, it's time to seal in these nails. So on the plain nails, I'm doing a matte finish, and then on the gold flake nails, I will do a shine finish, just because I feel like the shine finish helps the gold stand out a bit more, look a bit more sparkly, just vibrant. And I couldn't decide whether I wanted an all matte finish or an all shine finish, so I mixed them up. After curing for 60 seconds, we have the final results. Guys, I even got my ring lights out for this because I was so proud. This was my first time doing polygel nails on my actual nails, so yeah, I was pretty proud. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's like an everyday type of thing. But as I said before, I feel like the gold flakes make it less boring and less basic. But definitely let me know if I should do more of these, but with actual nail design, because honestly, I've really fallen in love with polygel nails. So I got carried away and actually forgot to wipe my nails one final time with the rubbing alcohol. But this is what the nails look like under normal daylights without the ring lights. So I thought I would show you that. But otherwise, guys, that is basically it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. It's really good to be back, I won't lie. I will try my best to be more consistent, I promise. If not, then please do comment and remind me to keep posting. Anyways, guys, I will see you in my next video. Bye.